Hello, and welcome back to Convos, presented by Blackmagic Design. If you are just tuning in, I'm one of your hosts. I'm Danielle Beckman. I'm not the other one, Timothy Reese, but I am with Brooklyn Quarter, and we're so excited to be partnering with the League of Filmmakers and Cinematography for Actors to bring you this live stream directly from the Gaslamp District in downtown San Diego. So joining me today is a very special human, Sujata Day. Sujata is known for her starring role as CeCe in Issa Rae's The Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl?
The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl.
Yeah.
But we just call it Awkward Black Girl.
Okay, cool.
For short, yeah.
Okay, great. So we're going to say Awkward Black Girl. Also recurred for 4 seasons on HBO's Insecure.
Yes.
One of my top 10 favorite TV shows of all time.
Which is now on Netflix as well.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so this is it. We're going to have some Netflix family conversations because you're on Netflix.
Okay.
Which is awesome. Also, Sujata, speaking of Netflix, Sujata wrote, directed, produced, and stars in her award-winning debut feature film, Definition Please, currently streaming on Netflix. So welcome to Convos, Sujata.
Thanks, I'm excited to be here.
Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, so real quick, first up, how is the con going this year? What's any exciting things, any surprising fun things that you want to share, just as a fun tidbit to start?
I mean, it's been really fun. I'm going to be honest with you. And when you first asked me to do this conversation, I was like, yes, but I need to be completely truthful and let you know that I don't know anything about comic books. And so, you cleared up that misunderstanding. But I'm just here with a group of friends that I hang out with all the time. We have a Sunday brunch group that we've been doing every week for 7 years.
Oh my gosh!
And they all love comic books and Marvel and DC.
Oh, great!
And so I just came to hang out with them. Actually.
Okay, so I want to know the secret of keeping a long-running 7-year brunch group. Who is there a automatic Google Calendar that goes in, or how do you keep that unity? That is so awesome.
I mean, there's a group of 8 or 10 people that consistently come every week.
Yeah.
I feel like there's probably a total of 40 people in the group.
Gosh. Got it.
And so there's always people coming in and out. Not everybody goes every week. I tend to go every week.
Awesome.
I love it. It's at the same location.
Okay, I was going to ask.
Yes, it's at the same location. Really cool people. It's a group of writers, producers, a couple executives, directors. And we just go, and it's not even really talking about work. It's just talking about, we're all friends, and we all love each other, and that's why we're all at con together.
That's awesome.
And so it's just been fun hanging out with them and just going to sometimes and
isn't it nice? I feel like as filmmakers, and we're going to talk about the multi-hyphenate Sujata Day, absolutely. But sometimes Timothy and I talk about how we don't have hobbies, we forget. Or you forget to just sometimes be a human. You don't always have to be networking. It's okay. You can hang out. So I love this so much. And it takes place in LA?
It takes place in LA.
That's awesome. That's really
cool. Definitely have a hobby.
Ooh, okay, I'm ready. Let's hear it.
I have danced for a long time since I was younger. So I did Indian classical dancing.
Amazing.
For 10 years when I was growing up. It's called Bharatanatyam. And we would take it at the temple every week.
Okay.
And so I'm going to be honest, I didn't really love that kind of dancing. But it really prepared me for other types of dancing because it's very much the ballet of India.
Okay, cool.
So then as I was older, I mean, you want to take ballet as a young kid, but when I was older, I started taking beginner ballet lessons. And then I got into jazz. And then I started doing hip hop. And then I tried tap, but I was terrible at tap. Okay. I have heavy ankles or something. You have to have
fascinating.
You have to really.
You gotta have limber ankles.
You gotta have limber ankles and not feet.
I get it. No, I mean I'm a dancer as well. And tap, you gotta flat ball change.
And I was not good at tap. But the other ones I kind of picked up really well. And so now I take for the past 2 years, I've been taking consistently a hip hop class once a week and a Broadway lyrical class. And I had to buy jazz dance shoes for the Broadway class because we do a bunch of turns and like a chaîné into a pirouette, into a Russian leap. And I'm like, this is amazing. And I'm not like by any means a professional dancer, but I love it. And I love that you're working out without feeling like it's a workout.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's a hobby. It's like
it's my favorite thing to do. It makes me so happy. Like the endorphins I get when I come out of class and I'm drenched and I'm like, oh, I like memorized a routine.
Yeah, I memorized this choreography. It lived in my body. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I'm not trying to like plug myself, but I am an award-winning ballerina from when I was in I did a lot of ballets when I was younger, but when I was 6 years old. And fun fact, oh my God, we're going back to my roots for a second.
I love it.
I'm from San Diego. And fun fact, my name is engraved on a trophy at the Lyceum Theater right here in the Gaslamp District.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You're a local celebrity.
I am a local celeb. Okay,
wow.
everyone?
Wow, I should be interviewing you.
Okay, well, I mean, here, let's go. Let's only talk about dance, though.
So I will say that in terms of ballet, my turnout is very poor.
But look, it's like what you said.
My turnout is a right angle, which is not, this is my turnout, everybody. I don't know if you can see it. But you want to be like this.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Well, see, my celebridom was I won this award when I was 6 years old. Yeah, I know. It was a time, and it just all came back to me that it was here. So I love that we're like kicking this off with dance. This makes me so excited.
I can't. I also don't stop talking about it.
Okay, great. Well, let's just let's pepper it in throughout. Okay, cool. So I do want to hop on and talk about your feature film.
Let's do it.
Okay, so definition, please. You wrote, directed, starred, produced.
Yes, and then I'm going to add a couple.
Please add, yes, because the multi-hyphyphenate is real.
I was the publicist. I was like film festival coordinator.
Yep.
I was. What else did I do? I cast the movie. We didn't have a casting director. And yeah, there were probably other little jobs in there that I did.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because it's your baby. And like one of my dear friends she wrote a short of mine that is now we're making into a feature. She always says, if it was easy, everyone would do it. And
it's not easy,
right? But you did it, and that's what's so amazing. Yeah. And I got to watch it last week, and everyone should go on to Netflix and watch this beautiful, heartfelt family film. And yeah, I don't want to like give away why it's called Definition, please, but if you want to talk about it, you can. But I really wanted to ask. I mean, obviously, we kind of started to touch on it, but I want to ask how taking that from the script to the screen was for you, because you wrote it, you shot it, and then it was in post and you edited it. Were those kind of 3 different versions, or how was the journey?
You know what? When I was really good at like doing the job and then taking that hat off when the job was done.
Cool.
So as a writer, I wrote the script, went through a ton of revisions as we all do. And then I finally had a shooting script. And I said, okay, it's done. Like, this is the shooting script. So I put it away and I didn't make any changes.
Yeah.
Like throughout shooting our post to the script. So I could actually take my screenwriter hat off and then focus on, at that point, it was like producing and directing. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I, got the script done, when we were on set, no one really improvised very much.
Oh, interesting.
So everyone kind of stuck to the script and did what was on the page. We did have a 10-day shoot. So
cut to my face of crazy. I don't know if this was on camera, but what? 10 days? Okay, cut back.
We did.
That is fantastic.
We had a 10-day shoot. I knew that everyone on board, the cast, the crew, me, we all knew that we had this very small amount of time to shoot a feature film. So as we were shooting, we couldn't improvise. So I would have loved to have gone back and have like 20 days, like a normal feature film, and have some time to play with the scenes and stuff and to find more moments. But we could only shoot, I think, like 2 or 3 takes max. But my actors were all very on point, very ready, very emotionally available. And so we almost would always get it on like first or second take.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I really love that. Do you have any advice for anyone tuning in? Because we're having people on, obviously, the Brooklyn Quarter channel, but also Cinematography for Actors, League of Filmmakers. There, you know, then this is going to go out to different channels. And so do you have advice for someone embarking on their first feature film journey?
Yeah, I would say definitely get your practice in and do shorts first.
Right.
I did music videos. I did multiple music videos and shorts before I did my feature film.
Awesome.
Or one short. So I did multiple music videos, one short before I embarked on my feature film. And the short was very much, for me personally, a practice to see if I could undertake a
And what did
feature
you
film.
do on that short? Did all the things?
Yes, I did all the things. So I wrote, directed, produced, and starred in the short. It's called Cowboy and Indian. It's on Vimeo. Anybody can access it.
Awesome.
And when I did that, it was very smooth. It was a one-day shoot. Everything worked out. I really was very happy with the way it turned out. And I was like, and probably maybe you shouldn't say this to yourself after your first short, but I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready to do a feature. Because people were asking me about my second or third shorts or what I was going to do next. And I was like, I'm doing a feature. So that's what I did. And to be fair, the whole feature process also went very smoothly until trying to find distribution. And that was the hardest part.
Okay, so yes, I would love to know about that. And were you trying to get it distributed? And also, did the pandemic mess that up in any way? Because what was the timing of that?
Yes, the pandemic did mess it up. We definitely didn't do any pre-distribution or pre-buys or anything. That would have been helpful.
Would have been really great, guys. Okay.
I think we did I did look into product placement because there's a cola featured in, there's a bunch of like Indian snacks and foods featured in the movie. Cool. And Lay's chips has a really yummy Indian flavor called Lay's Masala, Magic Masala. And so I was like, let's hit up Lay's. Let's see if, they're going to be in a lot of scenes. We could just have open bags. And
literally, it changes to like the lead character has like a Lay's addiction.
Yeah.
Like
we have the mom's eating Lay's. We're all eating Lay's. And then there's a really intense cola in India called Thumbs Up that has, I think, a ton more caffeine than even like Coke or Pepsi. And it's really good. I love it. And so Thumbs Up is also significant in the movie, and Thumbs Up is owned by one of the big ones, owned by Pepsi or Coca-Cola. I forget which one. And we reached out to them as well, but we didn't get any responses. Maybe they could just pay for the whole movie,
right?
But that didn't happen.
I was weirdly, I got an email about a brand placement thing last week for a feature that I'm working on, and we're like, oh yes, that cheap vodka, we will put you in everywhere. You will be in the dressing room of this character. You will be wherever. And I think that's really cool. So then, but
then you asked
back to
about
distribution.
Pandemic.
Pandemic.
So the pandemic super affected our movie because we shot it in the summer of 2019.
Oh,
and then we went into post pretty much right away, and then we finished it early 2020.
Wow.
So that's when the pandemic struck. And so we had set up, premieres at at one film festival. And then we were getting into other film festivals as well. And so we had like a whole film festival run going. And then the pandemic happened. But I feel like I was like bummed for a second, but I took it in stride. And we just totally adapted to what the environment was at the moment. And all the festivals were working really hard to make their festivals virtual. And I was like, let's go. Let's do it. You know, I didn't want to wait on releasing the film. I was just like, let's just do it.
No.
And so we did, and we premiered virtually at Bentonville Film Festival.
Oh, fantastic.
Which I'm sure you've heard of.
Yes,
which
absolutely.
is like amazing. Got my bra strap coming down.
Oh, hey. I mean, speaking of Bentonville, it's all about women.
Oh, it's all about women.
And women wear bras. Welcome to Convos.
Yeah.
No, but this is I think such a testament to staying true to yourself. And Bentonville, Gina Davis's film festival premiered Definition Please, and even during the pandemic. So yeah,
I will also say I already had a relationship with Bentonville, so they had played my short a few years ago. And when you take shorts to film festivals, they generally love knowing about when your feature is going to come out or when your second or third short's coming out. So I already had kind of the personal emails to the people, and I was like, hey, I just made a feature. Would you guys want to play it? And then it played on closing night virtually. And it was really great. And right then is when we got our very positive Hollywood Reporter review. And that was huge.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to get a review from a Deadline or Variety or a Hollywood Reporter. And so we were, over the moon to get that review. And then we just kept doing virtual film festivals from there and kept getting reviewed. And I believe we're 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Which is
amazing.
Yeah, which is very cool. And we just continue to do that. I think the one festival that I was really bummed with feature films, they generally fly you to the festival and like put you up and treat you really well. And they have dinners for you and parties.
Yes.
And so we missed all of that, and we got into Hawaii International Film Festival, and that was also virtual. So I did it from my bedroom in LA.
Man.
And at that point, I had never been to Hawaii. And so I was really bummed.
You know what? It's honestly, there's something about 2020 and COVID, and it's a lot of like karma points we're storing up for like huge Hawaii festivals in person in your future.
Yes.
Like it's true. Okay, I don't have that much time left, but I wanted to ask a little bit about genre for you, because I feel like you've swung from Awkward Black Girl and Insecure to Definition Please, which leans more dramatic, more serious, and I mean, Insecure. Like your character is so funny, and it's just such a beautiful ensemble banter in that office, and oh my goodness. So what genre do you love to play in? What do you find that you love to play in more as an actor versus a writer?
So I love comedy. And so that's my kind of number one genre that I love. And I ended up writing 4 features during the strike.
Okay.
So
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
4 features.
All right.
Once again, cut to me going, what? Huh? I just saw the camera switch. Because I'm going, okay, let's just for the record note, 4 features were written by Sujata during the strike, and her feature film was filmed in 10 days. So let this be a lesson to filmmakers that we can get it done. Okay, back to you.
I'm also very competitive with myself, and during the pandemic, which was obviously a longer time than the strike.
Of course.
I had written a feature and a pilot. And so I was like, okay, during the strike, I need to beat my, what I, personally produced.
Yeah, like beat your own record.
I had to beat my own record. And then all of a sudden I wrote 4 features, and I was like, okay, great. But I don't even know what the question was.
Well, no, the question was
genre.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why I mentioned
is there a difference between a writer and an actor?
Yes. As an actor, I will almost do anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I get excited by a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
As a writer, I generally stick to comedy.
Okay.
And so I brought up the 4 features because they're all different genres of comedy.
Ooh.
So like one's a workplace rom-com, one's a horror comedy, one's an action comedy, and one's like an absurdist comedy.
Oh, amazing.
So yeah, so that's why I love comedy, but as a writer, but as an actor, I'll do pretty much anything.
Okay, cool. I hear that. Well, and then with definition, please, though, I mean, what would you say that genre is?
I think it's a dramedy.
It is? Okay, it is a dramedy. No, you're right. It's actually, I mean, there's some very funny moments.
Yeah, it is
absolutely.
one of the more serious things I've ever written.
See, that's why I was curious.
Yeah. So, but I prefer, especially with creating television shows, because you really have to, if a show goes, you have to live with a show for a very long time, for years and years. Yes. If it's a very successful show, which we all hope for.
Yes.
And I think I would prefer, as a writer, to live in a comedic space.
Gotcha.
For multiple years.
I got you. I mean, comedy's my jam. I love it. I'm vibing with all of that. Okay, so where can we follow your work? We do have a lower third with your information on it. So that's going to be cool and fancy.
I don't know where that is.
But,
maybe it's there.
it'll be, is it there? Yeah. Oh, look, magic, obsessed. But so, of course, there's, the Instagrams and whatnot, but is there anything new or anything people should stay, anything exciting coming up you want to share or have people follow?
Yeah, I do have an exciting thing coming up. I don't know if you guys know Mark Bernardin and Tiffany Smith, but they're really great. Mark's an amazing writer, director. Tiffany Smith's amazing actress. We are working on a feature film anthology with multiple writer-directors doing different segments of it. And I'm doing a segment and also starring in mine. And it's a sci-fi. Mine specifically is a sci-fi comedy.
With Mark, that makes sense. Sci-fi.
Yeah. But mine's got a comedic bent to it as well. But I'm really excited to play that role because I think what's fun about being an actor is you get to write the roles that you always dream of playing. Yes,
absolutely. And I got to see Mark's short film here at Comic-Con last year.
Splinter. Yes. So Tiffany Smith's character in Splinter, if you follow Mark and Splinter, is the running character in all of the shorts.
Okay, this is really cool.
Make up the feature film or the segments.
This is awesome. Rachel Walker, our mutual friend, is the producer.
So that makes sense.
Hey, Rachel, what's up?
They said I could talk about it.
Oh, it's happening. That is so exciting. And
also, this is breaking news.
Okay. Did you, Deadline, pick us up.
Deadline, this is breaking
Hollywood
news.
Reporter. I love that the volume just keeps going up because I'm excited.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
So we're very excited about that.
Yay. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and a lot of people, bringing it back to the brunch that we were talking about every Sunday. A lot of the writer-directors are from, in Mark's feature, are from that group of friends.
And such an amazing community.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, well, Sujata, thank you for dancing in here with us today. This was so lovely to have
This was so fun.
Yes, thank you so, so much. And for those of you watching back home, thank you so much for tuning in to Convos presented by Blackmagic Design. Speaking of Blackmagic Design, all of our beautiful equipment, our switchers, our cameras are all provided by Blackmagic Design. They have, hello, just look at the picture quality. Mwah, stunning. Thank you so much to them. Big shout out to the League of Filmmakers. We just wanted to say that really anyone can join the League of Filmmakers. We are a community about uplifting people and filmmakers, at all points of their journeys. And we're so excited that this will be the start of so many more interviews and so many more fun things to come. And we're just so grateful that you joined us at Comic-Con. So everybody have a safe, fun con. And hopefully we'll see you next time on Comic-Convos. I'm Danielle Beckman. Bye.